Music Talk Monday. We back.
Locker Room
Music Talk Monday.
Yo.
We back, yo. You know what I'm saying? Got the girl Balti Mega up in here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yo, listen. We gonna get into the 5 mic thing or whatever. I'm real big on that right now. This is what's this joint right here that I'm dropping today was supposed to be last week. I had some technical difficulties, so I just pulled it out, like, you know what I mean, on a podcast style or whatever, no face. But yeah, yo, 5 mics, all that. But before I get into that, I want to talk about neighbors real quick when it comes to music, yo. Listen, you ever had, like, we do music, so we can tell when somebody does music. We just got finished talking about this.
Yep.
It's like his neighbor, for example.
Yo, my neighbor, like, when I first moved in, he was playing MF Doom, so I'm like, all right, cool. Like, you know, we on the same wavelength, you know, a little bit. You know, I'm rocking with what he's playing, so he's blasting his music loud, but I'm not mad at it. But then at a certain point, he started playing the same 2 songs over and over and over and over and over again. I'm like, yo, I know this dude raps. And I know he hears what I'm doing. And I have, like, the studio up here, so I'm like, so when I see him, occasionally, I'm looking at him, he looking at me, because we both know what each other do, but we don't want to speak. And I don't really want to engage because he's my neighbor, and, you know, I'm just trying to deal with people like that. So we just keep it at that. Like, we just look at each other every time we see each other, like, I know what you do, I know you, but nobody want to say anything. But, you know, the music sounds good. I mean, it sounds good if it just wasn't the same 2 songs over and over again.
Facts. You know, my neighbor, I knew he dealt with music because, like he said, you keep hearing the same shit repeating. And if you do music, because you know what you do, you're going to listen to something repetitively.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're trying to formulate, you know, craftsmanship type shit and put something together, get it together and put it out there. So that's just a part of the process. Well, my neighbor, same situation. I keep hearing the music and it's loud. And I'm like, it's rocking, but I keep hearing the same repetitive shit. And then I started hearing instrumentals, and I'm like, this nigga got to either make beats or he a DJ.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, listening, keep listening. So one day, me and my C's going out the door, and yo coming out the door. So I had to ask him, I was like, yo, do you DJ anything? He was like, yeah. I was like, I told you. I knew he did it. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't even a question because I know people probably, like my neighbors, if they don't do music, when you hear my shit going on, I know they probably be like, he playing that shit again.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm writing, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. So it's like, yeah, I'm in the moment. Sorry to the neighbors, pardon me, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that was just interesting because he just told me his story, and I was like, I got a story for you too, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn.
That's like, you can tell, like you can just tell somebody who does what we do.
Facts.
Like, it's just certain signs and things that just, and sometimes I don't even know what the signs are sometimes, because one time I was in Philly and I was on the SEPTA, I was on the train, and some dude was like, yo, you look like you rap, right? This is in Philly. And then he just spit bars, and I was like, yeah, I rap. And then he just spit bars to me until mine stopped. Like, he just was just rapping to me. So it's something about what we do that makes it so that other people just automatically know. I don't know what it is, but you can just tell, because I can tell and other people can tell.
Facts.
So it's like, what is it? When I see somebody, I'm like, I know you rap. I just know it. I'm at work. I'm in a corporate job. And certain people, they get on and they code switch and they do this and that and try to speak all proper. I'm like, yo,
Cold.
I know you rap. And you know why? Oh my goodness. You know how I know? Because I'm not gonna say the name on here, but it's somebody that we used to rap with at the Five Seasons, right? I looked him up, and he is part of the legal team at my job.
Oh wow.
And I'm like, yo, I used to rap with that dude, and he's a lawyer at a Fortune 200 company right now. That's crazy.
Wow.
So
Baltimore.
yeah, you never know.
Yeah. It's like being in the hip hop culture is like being in a secret society, you know what I mean? Because we all got different identities, so forth and so on, you know what I mean? I don't care how much somebody say they keep it real. You just not out here going, hey, I do music. I do this type, especially not this type of music, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's just like the stigmatism behind it. But because it is a culture, we do have things that will, you know what I'm saying, alert somebody like, oh, I think that person does this. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You know, so it's just like, but I will say this. I'm gonna throw the bullshit in the game real quick. In today's society, people want to look like artists so much that the rarity is pretty much, you know what I'm saying, like everybody look like they rhyme.
Yeah.
Everybody look like they sing or do something, you know what I'm saying? It's like, how do you, we used to could just stand out in the crowd, you know what I'm saying? Even if it was something like this, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, bag life, oh, you must be doing something, you know what I'm saying? Now it's just like, is that your clothing line? Or, you know what I'm saying? Or when I'm like, no, like, nigga, like, we gotta be original. You know what I'm saying? So it's like everybody trying to sound the same, but that's crazy though. You know what I'm saying? Like, we just know who does what.
Yeah. Like it's like, oh, I know what you do.
Yeah. But hold up, wait a minute. See, this is the first time, you know what I'm saying, on the show that y'all actually get to meet the God, you know what I'm saying, that made the Acquired Taste project, you feel me? So we got another project coming, you know what I'm saying? So this is Balti Mega right here.
What up?
You know what I mean? So explain to the people why you so great, God.
Oh man, I just try to stay original. Try to stay with the sound that I came up on, whether it's hip hop or whether it's, you know, the subgenre that originated in my city, Baltimore club music. That's mostly what I do now. But you know, we just try to just stay true to the sound and stay original. So, you know, and by staying original, that's not like when I make music, I don't listen to what's going on right now and try to make something like it.
Nice.
Like what I do is I just get in front of my equipment and I just make something, and however it comes out, it comes out. And whether people like it, they like it. They don't, but it has its own unique sound and own unique signature. So it's almost its own genre.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Timeless, yo. You know what I mean? Timeless right here. He does a lot of different productions and all that other type shit. Y'all need some beats and all that other type shit, some ill production. This the person to highlight. Multifaceted, you know what I'm saying? Yo, I'm trying to tell you. Like, at the end of the day, when it comes to his production and the lyrics over here, it's like perfect marriage. You know what I'm saying? And it's like the way he does shit, like it really like just accent, you know what I'm saying? It's the perfect compliment. It's a beautiful marriage and shit when you got rhymes and beats that come together like that, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So, yeah, man, but that 5 mic thing, the standard, it made people want to step their game up and do certain things, you know what I'm saying? Like add some spice to the project. They wanted the project to be different from everybody else so they could stand out. So you could get 1 mic, which is terrible.
Yeah.
1.5 mics, which is terrible. Or you could get 2.5 mics, which is terrible. But you can get 3, 3.5, 4, 4.5, shit like that.
Yeah.
Up to the 5. So that would let you know what type of artist you were when, you know, you got your rating from that standard. So You know, are you a 5 mic MC? Are you a 4 mic, 3 mic, 2 mic, 1 mic artist? You know what I'm saying? So, you know, the importance of having something like that kept balanced. That's just the way I feel about it. You know what I'm saying? And I don't feel like there's a standard being upheld in hip hop.
Change of having the Source was. Every month, me and my brother would run to the store to see who the unsigned hype was, or who got the hip hop quotable this month, or if there was gonna be a 5 mic album.
Yeah, there's no more gatekeepers in the game. And, you know, coming up as independent artists at a certain age, gatekeepers were always seen as a bad thing because they kept you out of the game. They kept the gate. But fast forward, now everything is just kind of like a free-for-all, and anybody can just do anything, get a little viral thing and just go crazy with it. It's like, oh, maybe we need gatekeepers. Like, maybe there's a happy medium there, because you have people out here right now who are putting out songs that represent a whole city and a whole culture. And it's a joke. And people around the world think that Baltimoreans sound like bibbly scooby doo because of this particular person. I'm not trying to hate on the person, because you know, it's hard out here to get traction and gain, you know, everything. But it's like, what is the impression that is given to the world about our culture, our language? And yeah, I forgot where I was even going with that, but basically, when it comes back to the 5 mics, it's like, you know, things used to be gate kept where something like that couldn't slide through.
Facts.
And one of those gatekeepers was the Source magazine with the mic system. And that's how everybody used to rate their things, even internally. It used to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mics or whatever. Now there's no gatekeepers. Like anything, any random BS can slide through. And, you know, now it's gone to the other extreme where, you know, there needs to be a balance where, all right, you know, there needs to be some sort of quality control. You know,
Quality control.
You know, a lot of people at your job, you have a QC department, quality control, and they, you know, verify the standards of whatever product you're putting out.
Facts, bro.
Who's verifying the standards of music these days?
Numbers.
Yeah, basically, because you know. Shit. You can just upload whatever and put it out, and it just is what it is. And the fact that people gravitate towards it, now, if something blows up and people gravitate towards it, it's not necessary. Like, that does not define quality just because a lot of people like it.
Facts.
And the reason is because people are attracted to car crashes, right? When you see a car crash, you slow down and you look at it. It's a horrible thing. You know, people, tragedies and disasters and just horrible things, you know, those are the things that gain eyeballs.
Facts.
So when you drop your trash music, sometimes it's a horrible, tragic thing.
Yeah.
And it gains eyeballs.
Yeah, it does.
And the fact that it's gaining eyeballs might benefit you as an individual, and I'm not trying to hate, you know, that might have gotten you out of whatever situation you're in.
Trash.
But when it comes to the grand scheme of the culture of music creation, it dilutes it. It makes it seem like anybody can just do it without any sort of talent.
Facts, bro.
It's like stepping into a UFC octagon, never having trained a day in your life.
Get your ass whipped.
Right. But there's nobody doing the ass whipping. So we need some people doing some ass whipping.
Kumite.
That's right. Kumite.
Shit. We need some kumite around this bitch.
Right.
So for those that don't know, all my wine people, man, we got two different audiences here. So for the wine people, can you break down the 5 mic rating system and what that was?
Sure. Well, this started early on as the magazine was growing. We started to write record reviews, and we decided to create a rating system for the albums, 1 to 5 rating. At first, it wasn't mics. We started the ratings, and we had a different kind of graphic, like exploding kind of record image. But after a year or so, we came up with the mic concept and started changing the ratings to 1 to 5 mics. So the 1 was like totally whack, and the 5 was a hip hop classic.
Yeah.
So there was a range, of course, in between. But the source was really defined by, its editorial quality and the authenticity and the passion that we had for what we were doing, kind of like what you were referring to earlier. And that's who made up the magazine. Everybody was people that loved and lived hip hop. So we took our jobs really seriously, because at this time, again, there isn't much out there promoting hip hop in a positive way and building it up. So you're kind of like going up against the mainstream that's always taking shots at rap music and trying to make it seem like there's no talent involved in it and no creativity and all these type of things. So we just loved what we did, and so we took it really seriously, and I think people respected that and respected our judgment and our taste to the point where it, like you said, it became incredibly influential. I mean, the amount of mics you would get would determine if somebody was going to buy the album. I mean, there was, thousands and thousands of fans that would go pick up that new issue of The Source, and if it wasn't, maybe 3.5, you would buy. 4 and up, you would buy. I mean, 5, it was absolutely, but yeah, 4 and up. So it was really, really influential.
Yo, but that's genuinely, like, from 2 real hip hoppers that live hip hop every fucking day. I'm telling y'all, like, there's going to be a time, which is right now, where the posers will be getting exposed, which a lot of things are getting exposed. I'm not going to get into that right now, but I've been doing this in levels. So, check out the V files. We giving you information to sustain yourself as an independent artist. And this is one of the things that I want to help promote. Standard. Why are you doing it? Who you talking to? What are you trying to accomplish with this project? Don't put this bullshit out, just to get some streams or however, whatever, because, you got to do timeless music, man. And serious artists do serious shit, which, the goal is classic. And if you're a 5 mic artist, that means you put out a classic.
Having The Source damn near sold your album too, nigga.
Definitely.
Back then, like, Source was actually, like you gave, how you gave me that complex view of the 50 top albums. You remember you gave me that, real?
Yeah.
50 top rappers.
Yeah.
Nobody takes Complex serious. Source was actually legitimately took it serious. Like, if you had a Source number of mics in your album, niggas was like, they would listen to it. If Source gave your album 4 mics, people was gonna get that shit. Like,
I think people take Complex serious now, though.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the Source magazine.
Different classes for sure.
Yeah, they was actually taken serious. Yeah. So like, if Source said your album was a 4.5, like, that was like you had to at least listen to it. It was like that type of situation. And, they like, everybody at the magazine was talking about Southern Playalistic Cadillac Funky Music supposed to get 5 mics, and that nigga Benzino said he didn't believe that, so he vetoed it. But everybody else in the magazine said only because he was the owner is the only reason. But he apologized. He said, I thought it was hot, but I didn't think it was like 5 mics hot. But he was like, everybody at the magazine, like, we was having an argument. And then he was like, I apologize. I'm the one that did that. He was like, in hindsight, when I see what they did, how their careers went, and he was like, how people think about the album, because he was like, I didn't see it like that. Maybe because I'm from Boston, But he was like, every single person in the magazine, they was arguing with me at meetings. Like, I had to veto that shit. I was like, did not get the 5 mic. So I'm like, damn. And I would say the album was a 5 mic. And that's just my opinion.
And like when you think about it, you can put out one classic. It doesn't even have to be a whole album. It can be you can be a one-hit wonder. One-hit wonder is not necessarily a diss.
Facts.
Because
Facts.
that one hit might have sustained that person through the rest of their life.
Hell yeah.
So if you can make one hit, what's the guy, Skilo? I wish it was a baller. I wish it was I wish it was a baller dude. Like when you listen to that song, that's like a real like it sounds like a real song from his life.
Facts.
You know, it's like some real artistic stuff in there, and it became kind of a novelty song, but it's still a real song. And by putting his reality into the song, you know, who cares if the rest of the album did whatever it did, but that song took off based off of the reality and the realness, which means that it's human, which means that other people can identify to it, which is why it probably blew up. But you know, that sustained them. So, you know, you don't have to chase the trends. If you are doing your own unique experience, that's different than any experience that anybody has ever had who's ever walked the planet Earth. And by representing that through your music, you're putting out something that nobody's ever put out, and somebody's going to resonate with that. And
That's
probably a lot of people. So
you never know what somebody looking for.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like everybody, we all human at the end of the day. We all going through the same bills and all that shit, the same turmoil and everything that's happening right now. So if you feel like you got something to say with skill, you know what I mean? Put it out. Work on it. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm going to tell you, music is very powerful. It can make you happy. It can make you sad. It can make you laugh. It can make you cry. It can make you feel empowered. You know what I'm saying? So empower people. You know what I mean? Use your music as a tool. Nobody's saying you can't have no dance songs out here. You can't have no club joints. Nobody not saying that. What we're saying is you ain't in the club Monday through Friday.
Right. And then the same thing too, it's like you can do your dance and your club songs, but you're not the first person to make a dance or a club song. So I think when it comes to other genres of music, when you look at classical music, right? When you start to learn piano, you start to learn the history of everything and how to play it and everything. We don't have that necessarily in hip hop. You know, people don't, you know, you don't have like a classical study of Rakim. You know, unless you take it upon yourself to go and you know, do the knowledge on all of the previous things. Like, you know, a lot of people's old school is Soulja Boy.
Facts.
You know,
facts.
So it's like
that is, you know what?
Yeah.
Not to cut you off. Listen, I'm glad you said that because I think it's like when people come into hip hop. That's one thing too. Is like when people. Oh damn. So when people come into hip hop, it's like, how can I put it? It's when you came in.
Yeah.
But the problem is, when you come in, you supposed to go back.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like, when you come in, you can't start from the middle of the book, basically, and expect to be like, I know this and I'm part of that.
Yeah.
It don't work that way.
Like, I came in around 50 Cent Jr. That's when I really was like in it, you know, Dipset, all that. But I went back to the KRS-Ones and the Master Ace people just listened to and all that type of stuff. So it's like, you know, you have to do the history on everything that came and created what, you know, created where you are now.
No doubt. All right, we about to get into these shout outs. You feel me? Jay Watts was good. Daily Vision, Locker Room ENT, BMG was good. Bag Life, yo, Born Divine, Indie Boom, Wu-Tang Management, Protect Your Neck Records, DJ DC Hollywood, Rest in Power, my guy. Bag Life Dynasty, Sonia Davis, Taylor BTV, was good, Queen, Baltimore, Tia Tuesdays, Bag Life Shirts, A-Ville was good, fam. Jimmy Mills was good, fam. Kick Across was good. My man Danny. AOT was good. Nick Soprano was good. Brandel, Iron Temple was good, fam. Neef, Coda, holla at me. DJ Main, DJ Frank Cola, Wisdom Beats, Sean Torre, Colada, Dr. Dunny, Balti Mega, Singar Superior, Young Damo, Mr. Diesel Fuel TV, Street Legal Entertainment, All the Villains, Amon, Ricky Jacobs, GQ was good. Shouts out. Peace to everybody, you feel me? Hey yo, we gotta keep it moving, protect the gate, we gotta gatekeep all that, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to all the villains once again, we out.
Bag Life Villains, nigga.